morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and really enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Guys, please, if you haven't already, go check out our previous video. We actually did the all-new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Trailhawk, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty slick. I just want to buy it, but that's okay. Definitely go check it out if you're interested in Jeeps. Today is a Jeep kind of day.
Yeah, it is. Woo!
Her Jeep, the 2016 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Black Bear Edition. Today, we are going to install the KICKER Hideaway 8-inch powered subwoofer.
Yep.
Ooh, that just rolled off the tongue. Kind of funny there.
Finally, I've been wanting it for a while.
She has. If you guys have not been following our vlogs, we did an entire KICKER upgrade speaker system for that Jeep Wrangler. I'll leave a link here in the eye in the sky, and I'm not going to lie, guys, it was awesome.
It was definitely impressive how much it helped.
Yeah.
Just the speakers.
It was crazy. We also did that on my 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Altitude as well. But in the Altitude, I already had a KICKER Hideaway speaker, and I also installed the Android Auto. I'll leave a link here to the Android Auto install right here. And well, I think Bobby's kind of wanting everything that I already had. So that is what we're working on today. Now, we did not do a video previously of the KICKER Hideaway, so this time we are going to do it because you guys have asked us lots and lots of questions about that. So hopefully we can cover that in today's video. You ready to get started? I'm bundled up.
Ready.
I'm bundled up. It's kind of cold out there. Well, to me it's cold. To you guys, we're probably like chicken, right? I mean, because it's like 54 degrees here.
But it feels like it's 30.
Yeah, we're Texans, man. I mean, 50 just doesn't cut it. We're used to like 90s.
Right?
So, let's get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Let's go. To install this Hideaway, we're going to actually attach the power to the actual back circuitry. And to do that, we have the M7 fuse. The M7 fuse has two different power options. If the fuse is on the left-hand side, then what that means is when you turn the key to the accessory position, then you'll have power in the back. If it is on the right-hand side, then it is constant power. So for this particular purpose, we only want that amplifier to have power when we turn the key on. So make sure that your M7 fuse is on the left-hand side. In this case, it is exactly where we want it. Time to get started. Alright guys, here we are. I know this looks complicated, but it's actually not that bad. We actually tapped into these wires not too long ago because we installed a rear backup camera on this vehicle. I'll leave a link here in the eye in the sky in case you want to check that out. But right now, let me explain this to you. This wire connector here runs up to the passenger side kick panel. This would have been for your speakers if you had a powered subwoofer installed from the factory right here. We're going to tap into these wires, and I'll show you that here momentarily. Originally, this vehicle had a single connector here. Had a black wire, a blue with a red stripe. This connector would have gone to power your subwoofer. This is also attached to your M7 fuse. What we've done is we've spliced into that with a connector that we can remove if needed so that we can power our rear backup camera, but in addition to our accessory plug, and it will also power our new Hideaway subwoofer. So it looks like a big mess, and it's really not that bad. Now you might be asking yourself, is this little rinky-dinky blue wire with red stripe enough power to power your subwoofer? Well, here's the thing, guys. If you go out and you buy one of these huge high-powered amplifiers with separate speakers, the whole 9 yards, well, that's probably not going to cut it. You're going to actually have to run a big, huge power cable all the way to your battery. But if you're getting one of the subwoofers that takes low power and it's like a subwoofer slash amplifier all in one, then this will actually be adequate. We actually had the Hideaway installed on the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Altitude Edition for about 1.5 years. It ran flawlessly with no problems. We just tapped right into this with a rear backup camera and accessory power, and we used all three the exact same time while we were traveling on our overland adventure trip flawlessly without a problem. Those wires just run to your front kick panel on the passenger side, and they're just for your speakers. That connector is not needed unless you have the premium audio system, which we don't. We're adding. Now here's where things get a little bit confusing, so I'm going to do the best that I can to explain. These wires here come in from your radio. These wires here go out to the back of the vehicle. Some of these wires here go to the speakers in the rear soundbar. The additional wires here will actually go all the way to the back where we were just at. What we need to do is we need to find the wires that go to the soundbar and Scotch lock those pair with the same pair that actually run all the way to the back of the vehicle. So here's what I have. Light gray with a light green stripe, light gray with a dark green stripe goes to the left rear soundbar. A dark green with a light green stripe, a dark green with a light gray stripe goes to the right rear soundbar. We're going to Scotch lock these pair here with these here that actually run to the back of the Jeep. Now that we got our Scotch locks in place and we're routing that audio signal from the soundbar all the way back here, we already built our amplifier wiring harness here. I didn't show you that on video because it really just depends on what kind of amplifier you're installing, but if you're doing the KICKER Hideaway, I mean, we just taped it up to make it look pretty. And we put these nice little connectors on our speaker wires so that we can like plug them in here. So we're going to go ahead and plug those in, heat shrink these up together. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty picky. We solder all of our connectors here on Bubba's Garage. These are not just crypt connectors, they are soldered connectors. One of the really cool and awesome things about the KICKER Hideaway is it really literally fits in that little console storage thingamajigger right there underneath the back rear cargo area.
It's almost like it was made for it.
It is, especially if you turn it over upside down. So this install is actually not that bad, and it really only took us about 4 hours to do the install. But more importantly, outside of all of that, it took about 8 to 16 hours worth of research. We did that a long time ago when we did the altitude edition, so we kind of already knew what we were doing, so it went much faster. You too can do this exact same install on your vehicle, on your at least a 2015 2016 Jeep Wrangler, you know, at least those. Now the 2014 might actually be the same. I can't promise you that because we've only done the 2015 and 2016, so I don't really know. But if you know, please leave us some comments down below. We would love to hear about it. We'd love to know about it. And more importantly, I would really like to know what kind of upgrades that you guys have done to your Jeep Wranglers. I think we're wrapping up this video.
I think so.
So hopefully this answers some of the questions that you guys have had about the KICKER Hideaway inside of the Jeep Wrangler. If so, please give me a huge thumbs up. And if you like this video and you want to stick around to find out what happens next right here on Bubba's Garage, please subscribe. And guess what? It will probably be the deck. You're getting Android Auto.
I am.
See, so guys, I installed Android Auto in my Jeep. Well, and now she's jealous and wants to get Android Auto too. So yet another install that will actually go very smoothly because, well, we learned our lessons the first time.
Yeah.
Please subscribe and be sure to check the description below for any links to these products as well as a link to our Facebook page and website. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.